Hi there, and welcome back to Stubbs Aquatics. Well, today, let's put our thinking caps on because we're going to tackle a bit of a dilemma here. As you know, I love my shubunkin goldfish, and I breed them and I sell them. Well, this year I ran into a snag. See, some of my best up and coming breeders that are 2 and 3 years old, they lost some of the coloration. In fact, one's it's pretty much gone, and it's a year and a half old. The deep red has left it, along with some blue, and the other one, it had an amazing black mark through its dorsal and right through its torso. It was beautiful, and I was keeping them for breeding stock. Now, the pigmentation in their skin is often referred to as chromatophores, which are in more simple, non-complex animals such as fish. This is their skin or scale pigmentation. Now, there's various factors that can affect chromatophores in fish. That being water quality, it could be food quality, or it could be light. Well, I feed my fish only the best, and I think my water quality is excellent. I do my water changes. I've got good filtration, and I try to put plants in as much as I can. But the only thing I'm left with is light. So I've done my research on light, and I found out a lot more than I thought I knew. Um, See, I was always looking for kelvins, how many kelvins it had, how many kelvins. Well, it's actually lumens that are the important ones. See, kelvins only tell you basically how much blue or yellow is in that bulb. It doesn't tell you how intense that light is. So I wanted an intense light that'll help sustain and keep the color pigmentation, because that's an important factor. See, once pigmentation is lost, especially in fish, it's gone forever. And that's a shame when you have high quality fish, such as koi or discus or cichlids. Once it's gone, it's gone. Look at that thick black lacquered mark on the body and the dorsal. It had been there for 3 years, and now it's gone. You can actually see the mark where it used to be there. And this beautiful male, right after I brought him in from being outside all summer, look at the red disappearing. It's actually heartbreaking. And now, look at it. Since losing the color on the one fish in here, I'm going to enhance the lighting I have. Was more worried about growing my plants, and I've really forgot about the importance of the lighting that the fish require as well. And as you can see, this one here, well, it paid the price. The only other thing is it could be genetics. It's looking like it was lighting, because it sure didn't have that when it was outside in full sun, and when it came inside and didn't get all the lighting it needed, it really did lose its coloring, and that's a shame. I did reach out to the Glowrium about this issue. See, they only build lights. That is for houseplants and for fish tanks. So, as far as I'm concerned, they're the light experts. I did reach out to them on this subject, and they've given me several recommendations. I wanted to try a different light, one with plenty of lumens, and something I don't have. I think it's important to know that I don't receive any money for the company. I don't get any percentage of sales, nor do I want any. I want to be able to give you a honest review. Yes, I did get the product for nothing. Uh, that's a bonus, but I'm going to give you the honest review of this light. And what light I did get was I wanted a moon effect light. One if I wanted to change it around in from one room to another, and we'll get into that in a bit. But this light itself has 2,300 lumens. Now that is 2,000 lumens is equivalent to about 150-watt light bulb. So that's super intense. And that's going to be going in the tank in behind me, where my best male shubunkins are. I wouldn't mess with those because, well, they are my brood stock. And I'm not going to mess with those. So let's get looking at the light itself. I'm replacing these older night crew. I'm not knocking the company. I'm just telling you which ones I'm replacing. They aren't overly strong in lumens, and we're in the tank where I lost some pigmentation in those fish. Let's see what light we came up with. We decided to go with the Glowrium 47.5-inch full spectrum LED MoonSway light. As you can see by the look of it, it's got a very heavy solid chassis to it. It's got 5 rows of LED lights. I think blue, whites, and reds, giving you your full spectrum. It's got 6,500 Kelvin, which is plenty for growing plants. And like I said, this has 2,300 lumens. That's, 2,000 lumens, again, is a 150-watt light bulb, which is very bright. This has got 2,300. More than ample for this 90-gallon tank. I think the fish are going to love it. They're going to hold their pigmentation, which is extremely important. And that's why getting this light and doing this light review is for the fish, not for any other reason. This is my primary concern, are the guys back here. Now, if you look closely, I'll show that right up there. This is the moon phase of it. It's made to resemble a full moon with some cloud on it. It looks amazing. I'm going to hook this up. It is so simple. It's just a matter of a few things on it. It's got the plus minus. It's got mode. It's got your settings for 6, 9, or 12 hours, and an on and off button. Very simple. And what's really great about this light is if the power goes off, or it's just disconnected, or you just decide to up the amount of light that's going, it'll remember that. But we'll get into that in a little bit. Just wanted to quickly give you a glimpse of that moon mode. That is simply amazing. And that light can be brought up to 100%, all the way from 1, 10, 20, 40, 60, 80 to 100% and back down to 1%. I wanted to give you a quick view of this in complete darkness. Look at that moon shimmering on the water. Sorry, it's bouncing around a bit, but that's the current in the water doing that, not my hands. But that's just one cool view. Just for clarification, the moon light will always stay on at 1% at minimum. Then you can set it from, again, 1, 10, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, and then back down again. By just hitting the mode button, I can switch it over to my full spectrum lights and go all the way from 1% to 10, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100%, And I'm telling you, this is extremely bright in here, as in I have to look away. And I could take it back down to 1%. I'll be leaving it at about 60, maybe 80%. I did want to show you what it looked like in the tank. Sorry for the background light. From 1%, which would be the minimum, to 10, 20, 40, 60, 80, and super bright at 100. Then back down again. What I really like about this is the automatic memory function. As I previously mentioned, if you was unplugged and then plugged back in, or you lost power, it would remember what you had it set at and go back to that. Or if you change how the brightness, or if you want to dim it down a bit, it will remember that, and whatever you set at the last setting will go forward and it'll retain in the memory. The automatic timer, it has 3 settings, being 6 hour, 9 hour, 12 hour. After the daylight portion, it will slowly dim down over a 30-minute period and then go into the night mode function. In this case, it'll be moon mode. For example, if I set it for 9 hours, remaining 15 hours would be in moon mode. Remember, the first time you set it, that 30-minute transition period will not appear. It'll appear the following morning. That evening, the night phase or the moon mode will slowly appear. And if you should, for let's say, for example, halfway through a cycle, as in I did this last night to verify, I changed it from a 12-hour setting to a 9-hour setting, and there was no problem. It readjusted everything. It didn't stay on for an additional 12 hours or 9 hours. It really is a great memory function. If you should want to turn the light off, well, the memory function's on. That being, these lights are lit up. It's pretty simple. You just hold or depress the timer button for 2 seconds. The 3 lights up there will go off, and then it's just a matter of turning the power button off and the lights go off. Turn it back on, the system's on. You can turn it on, off as per normal, or use your timing method again, or the timer. And again, I'll set mine for 9 hours. It's that simple. After losing pigmentation or chromatophores in some of my other shubunkins, I'm certainly now a lot less concerned, especially with these males, because there's no way I want to lose the color in these guys. I truly love these fish, and would just not put any old product in there. This video really is about my fish, and I want the best for them. Well, thanks everyone for watching. I do appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button, think about subscribing, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of the videos. I've left a link down below for Glowrium and for the light itself and all their other great products. If you haven't caught a lot of their recent short videos on YouTube, they're putting out a lot of great information on houseplants, aquarium plants, and for fish and the hobby as a whole. So don't forget to check them out on YouTube and subscribe to the channel. Thanks everyone. We'll see you again real soon. Bye for now.